So we kind of, like you do this annual, we should be a little bit flexible. Someone might come along and have an issue that they've been talking about, and you might give them a little bit of latitude, 5 minutes, but you'd never let someone go on more than about 4 or 5 minutes, especially based on that. And it was just solely, officers very rarely picked up anything. They might answer some questions, but it was an opportunity for the council. No minutes are taken, no formal record is. As soon as you start documenting stuff, they become processes of council, and they are discoverable. They are all those sorts of things. This was just an open forum for the people to tell you their views.
So the structure around it was that you didn't have a maximum of 4 people. People just came up, and there was half an hour, as many people in half an hour.
Yeah, and if there was more people than the half an hour, I'm sorry, the half an hour's been allowed for that. I'm afraid you'll have to come along to the next meeting. We now have to proceed with the business of council. It very rarely got to that. It became a great education tool to stop people saying my pothole hasn't been fixed. By saying, well, thank you for that, we do have a system. And I'll give you an example of this. It was at how it changed the whole council system too. It was at a community board meeting at Mighty Beach, and I said to the person, put in a service request, because they were complaining about pothole, blah, blah, blah. Put in a service request, and the audience just about fell on the floor laughing when I said it. Because our service request system wasn't the best in the world. I went back and got my management team, locked them in my room, told them how embarrassing this was, and we completely changed our service request system to where the people valued it. So it was a really good feedback mechanism to say how's things going at a high level, not at a low level. And it's just an opportunity for you to engage. And you just say thank you for that. It is, the more process you wrap around it, the more you're going to constrain the chief executive, the more resource you're using. That's a better way of using that resource. So that was just...
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Right, food for thought. Any further comments?
Yeah, just quickly.
Councillor Nat?
Is that perhaps then we proceed with, based on what Mr. Snowden said, it sort of makes sense, and if the chair is, or your worship is happy to control that situation robustly, we let it be free for all, but do limit it to a 6-month trial, just to see how it works, and perhaps proceed from there.
So that means the report that we've got here will need to be changed, so no maximum of 4 speakers, and that, or 10 minutes. What else in there would need to be changed? If we accept that. What's the consensus around here after hearing Mr. Snellgrove? Councillor Shelton?
I fully support Mr. Snowgrove. I think that makes sense, and a 6 months trial, that should be perfect. And if we have a problem, I think we have enough of us here to deal with it.
Right. I think we can probably rewrite the parameters around it if we do follow that. Yeah. Councillor Messina.
To clarify, what is going to be recorded, if anything? It seems as though nothing is recorded. But if there's an outcome, you have to record it, surely. If there's a discussion and decisions made, then that needs to be recorded. Otherwise, the whole process is sort of in a no man's land between a council meeting and an informal group.
I think, personally, I think that why does it need to be recorded?
Well,
it must tell them to have a service.
It will be recorded because there will be someone recording it.
Yeah.
And in terms of the council's record, the council won't have a record.
I don't think that we, so other media are talking about, okay, I have to think about that one. So I'll get some advice on that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
if there was a valid point, all we would say is thank you for that. We have noted that, and we'll include it in whatever process we're going to include it. So it'll be an annual plan issue or a long-term plan issue, or something like that. You say thank you for that, and it's noted, staff take a note of it so that when you do that process, that issue comes up again.
Cool.
So it's not a formal minuted thing,
No.
it's just a process where, yes, we'll note that, staff note it and put it into the appropriate process.
Thank you. Now, Councillor Cook, you have
I thought there were along those lines.
Just the same.
It's as if, you know, the mayor stood on the corner, Bridge Street for an hour and walked things to our attention if needed, and I think it would be treated like that, as if we weren't actually sitting in chambers, so it's not a formal meeting, it's just a public thing, so it doesn't need to be.
Thank you for that. Mr. Smith, I'm sorry, you had your hand up.
I was just wondering whether you actually use if there is something to be noted, we've already got the action list, the council action list, if there is something that actually does need follow-up, you just use that process and you can't say no.
So that it stays in the process and we don't lose sight of it.
In a situation where there is something that was to carry forward.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Bishop. Yeah, I see it spoiling into three different areas. It'll either be a service request, which is easy to manage, but as Snowborough said, it's an education process. There'll be a process improvement, or system improvement. In that case, that's very much operational, and we take that to with the individuals that address that we feel that it's appropriate at an operational level, or it's an issue that would be considered through an annual plan or a long-term plan process. And one thing that we've been a little bit poor at, that I think from a management perspective in the past, is we knee-jerk and we look at a good idea and we throw it in to try and do it immediately, when the reality is we aren't resourced to do that, don't have the budget applied to it. So I think it is a case of capturing that information and carrying it forward into an annual plan or a long-term plan workshop discussion.
Good. All right, thank you. So we've got the report here. We've heard from Mr. Snelgrove. We received the report, we trial it for 6 months, and we have it as an open forum with no rules around it.
From a staff perspective, all we're doing is advertising an open forum that will be held half an hour before council.
Yes.
With some very loose words around trying to share your views or raise your issues. We'll think about how we word that, but that's purely all we're doing at this stage.
Yes, that's it. Do you hear that, Councillor Van Rooyen?
Will the councillors be notified whether people have registered or not? Because if no one has registered, it would save us half an hour's time.
We would have to know who's coming when you get your agendas. It would have to be a paper on your agenda.
That then puts more process around it.
Yeah, sorry, you're right.
Sorry,
you're right. So we turn up at 9:30. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we're as far as impressed as I was am with Mr. Snellgrove's common sense. Correct. If you're going to have one rule, you've got to have a whole pile of rules.
Yeah, true.
One rule, so we'll get here half an hour early,
Half an
we'll
hour
make
early.
ourselves a cup of tea. If there's nobody here, we can have a chatter amongst ourselves.
And that's actually probably quite a good idea too.
And go with it like that. And I'll second the motion to that effect that I think Mr. Gaskell.
So you're moving and you're seconding, Councillor Machen, and we are. So we're not going to actually follow what's in the report. So we are going to just have that we receive it, that it's an open public forum. Number 2, it's an open public forum with no rules.
Well, I don't think you need to be that specific. I think it's an open forum.
Or public forum,
Trial
trial
for 6 months.
for 6 months. But we've actually got some rules in here. So if we're accepting that report, we're confirming that report. With amendments. Thank you. And that includes no 3 consecutive meetings. That's out the window as well. Thank you. It's moved by Councillor Gash, seconded by Councillor Machen. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Yes, carried. Thank you for that. We'll go away and do some work on that one, shall we? Confirming the minutes, we're on to item 5.11, page 73, and these are confirmation of the minutes of the public business of council that actually was held on the 29th of September. So it goes back a wee while. And this was